Okie dokie, and here we are. We're going to do a simple breakdown of how to cook some kettle corn for dummies here. I learned this probably from the Google sphere some years back. We're going to start with some oil in a big pot. I particularly like the avocado oil because I believe it is better for you than the seed oils like canola or what have you. And I'm not specific here. I do this like an old Italian grandma. I just kind of douse the bottom. You don't want to overdo it on the oil, but you want to, I believe they say a couple tablespoons, but I just do I kind of eyeball it, get it together in the corner. But overall, you want a coating on the bottom that they're not swimming in it, but goes about halfway up on the kernel. And then you put your oil in. I use avocado, like I said, and then I crank on the stove. I got a gas. Doesn't matter. You could do it with electrical. But what you want to do, this is key here. You're going to take 2 kernels, or 3, or 1. I usually do 2. Toss them in the oil, and I got it cranked up to medium, something like that. Close to high, medium, just to get the oil going. You don't want to crank it too high, gang, because, next thing you know, it's smoking. They think you're smoking reefer in there, but really you're just trying to make some good, honest kettle corn. And you don't want to get the oil cranking, so I keep it in medium. I keep an eye on it. If she starts smoking, you can dial back the heat a little and always adjust, and I'm keeping an eye on it here, gang. What we're looking for is the first pop. So these 2 kernels that you throw in there are kind of setting the barometric pressure of the kettle. That's not right. They're testing the viscosity factor of the oil. Ultimately, you're just trying to get your oil hot, so you toss in those 2. I'm getting my ingredients ready here. I got sugar because I like a Kettle corn flavor, and I go kind of light on it on this example here, but you can go heavier, you can go lighter. You can do sans sugar, which is a computer for no sugar. And we're just keeping an eye on the test kernels here, because once they blow, you're going to dump in your amount that you want to pop. And I make a pretty good amount here in this video. And when they pop, I like to rescue them out of there so they don't burn, because the other kernels are going to take a second to pop off. So, see the sizzle? I don't know if you can see the sizzle around the kernels there. If you kind of focus your eyeballs in, you can sort of see them bubbling. As you can see, I got it in medium. And gang, this is just sort of a waiting game to see, make sure our oil temp is right before we dump them in. You don't want to go gung-ho and just dump them in right out of the gates. You need to have your test kernels. Guys, this is super easy. I mean, anyone can do it. To tell you the truth, it's better than store-bought corn at a much cheaper rate, and changed my life because it's a wonderful snack sitting on the couch watching a movie or whatever you like to view. Maybe YouTube, maybe a movie on YouTube. I don't know. There we go. I think we had some corn kettle we had one of our kernels just blow off. I rescued it. I'm moving quick here, gang, as you can see. Now, I dump it in. I like to go about 1 layer of kernels deep across the bottom of the pan. Don't want to go too heavy, because then you'll leave a lot of these puppies unpopped. And then I go straight in with the sugar here. Do about 2 spoons. And gang, you can go heavy on this, make them a little caramelized, but essentially that goes right in after the kernels to promote caramelization. And then lid on. I like to shimmy them. See that? Shimmy there. Shimmy them around, gang. Don't be afraid to move it around. I picked it up there. Coat the kernels. And this is where the magic happens. So again, I got them. I'm probably locked in around medium here. I think I'm going to give you a glance down. I believe it's about medium. Somewhere in there, you can feel it out. You don't want to go too crazy on the heat because you'll smoke them out, burn them. And this is kind of you're just feeling it out. Don't be afraid. Believe me, I burned a few batches in my day before I dialed it in. So I got a nice little view here. I got lid on. You want to have the lid on because these puppies are going to start cranking. Next thing you know, you got the whole kitchen full of popcorn. So you can kind of see they're sizzling. And this is just a waiting game. And it makes it, see they're starting to pop there. A few years back I started making this kettle corn, and I tell you what, in the house it's a heavily requested delicacy. I give it a little shimmy here and there. Don't gotta go too crazy on the shimmy. Once she gets going, she's really gonna pop off. And it's really kind of a magical thing. I just use the oil and sugar and some salt is the only way I doctor it up. Some people go crazy. They do, truffle salt for the highfalutin people. But this is just a good old blue collar kettle corn here. As you can see, they're shooting. This is like when they stormed the beaches in Saving Private Ryan. These are coming off like heavy artillery at this point. And, you don't got to go crazy on the shimmy. I think I just got a nervous tick, but I usually do that to distribute the heat. Try to get all these puppies to pop. I've kind of you'll build your own system with this thing as you go. Guys, anybody can do this. You don't got to be Albert Einstein. All you need is a pot, a stove, some oil. You can use canola oil. You can use whatever you got. Olive oil. Olive oil burns a little bit, but it works. Any oil. You don't got to go, no big deal. Butter. But I like the avocado oil personally. And then you need kernels. I think I got, Orville. Uncle Orville. Mr. Redenbacher. But any kernel will do. I think they got a couple of variations. Not a big deal. Don't need to make a big deal out of it. Little sugar. So, gang, that's oil. You got the kettle. Or oil, kernels, sugar, salt. 4 ingredients. You probably got all the crap in your house right now besides the kernels. And this is just the way to take it out of big popcorn and put the power back in your hands. You get 4 times the amount of popcorn. One of those tiny bags that you put in the microwave that smells like somebody's armpits when you nuke it. I got to admit, it is a beautiful thing to throw a bag in a microwave and nuke it, and you got that buttery, funky popcorn. It's kind of magic, but big popcorn, that's pricey per bag. You could probably do a whole bucket of this crud here for the price of a measly bag. A couple times I've made that Jiffy Pop. I don't know if you guys have experienced that. That's truly magic from the 50s. Dang thing blows up. It's like a skillet with foil. It's all self-contained, that Jiffy Pop, and then you heat it up and it blows up like some kind of alien head. But here we go. You can see this is a stock pot, gang, and this thing's filling up. Again, I just coated the bottom with kernels. But it's filling up good. And the finishing part on this is key. You want to listen. When you're making popcorn, you got to use all six senses. And it should be popping like a machine gun at its height. Don't be afraid to dial the heat back a little bit. Listen. But when you get close to finishing, the pops will space out. So I cut the power there because my pops were spacing out maybe every 30 seconds, something like that. Because if you crank it too high and all your kernels are popped, that's how you fry a batch, gang. That's how you get a totally blackened batch, which I don't know if you're into that. Burnt popcorn. I like burnt Cheez-Its, but there you go. I gave it a sprinkle of salt. I like to put the lid on and just shake it around. And salt to taste, gang. This is your popcorn. This isn't for nobody else. And, sometimes I drizzle a little extra oil on there, whatever you got. This is where you could nuke some butter and drizzle it. Some people like to put white cheddar on there. Gang, you can doctor it up. The sugar caramelizes it. It's a great crunch. And I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.